The first pro with this 2025 Mazda 3, it's going to be the way that it drives. This continues to be a luxurious, smooth, and refined driving experience. Both four-cylinder engines, the naturally aspirated and this turbo model, these are some of the best sounding four cylinders that you can get. It doesn't have like that rattly, cheap, tinny sound, so well done there. The 6-speed automatic transmission continues to perform seamlessly. The ride quality, the handling, all of that is on point, and this is even a relatively quiet car for the class as well. So everything that you want out of a daily driver from a driving standpoint, this Mazda 3, it continues to deliver, but it does it in a very luxurious way. Everything from the steering rack to, once again, the refinement out on the road, it's just one notch above its competition. But a con is going to be really your expectations, because yeah, this vehicle, it looks great on paper, especially the turbo models, the way you can do 0 to 60 in about 5.5 seconds. That's great, but this is not an exhilarating, heart-racing driving experience. It's a calm, sedate, and dignified driving experience. That's what we have here with this Mazda 3. So it's not exciting or fun necessarily, it's just really luxurious. Once again, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just that some people will see these specs and try to compare this with like a Civic Type R or a Golf R. Nah, this is not that type of a machine, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be. In fact, this is offering more of a Audi-esque driving quality, and that's big praise for a car that costs this type of money. Now, there are some cons to keep in mind with the drivetrain. So if you go with the naturally aspirated models, it is going to come with cylinder deactivation. And with the turbo, well, you have to deal with that turbo, right? So if you're going to own this long term, it might be in your best interest to extend the warranty. Just something to look into. The next pro is going to be with this excellent interior space. Once again, it continues to be classy and ergonomic. I love the physical buttons and switches for your HVAC. The seats continue to be really comfortable, and I love this red color. It's more of a muted red, similar to the Porsche Bordeaux red interior. The infotainment, it's simple, it's non-distracting. You have your wireless Apple CarPlay and your wireless Android Auto when you go with the higher trim levels like what I have here, and you can actually touch the screen when you utilize the wireless Apple CarPlay here, but when you're in the regular Mazda infotainment, you do have to use the rotary knob, which personally, I don't mind. The 12-speaker Bose audio system, it continues to be on point, one of the best sounding audio systems in its class. But what are some of the cons? Well, this Bose audio system, it's only available with the premium models. Sadly, it's not even an option with the lower trim levels. The other cons, it's going to be with the gloss black material that they use with the center console and with the window switches. It definitely showcases the dust particles and the fingerprints. That's not cool. And another con is going to be simply getting in and out of this vehicle. You know, I'm just 5'11", and even I can bang my head up against this roof here. And this is also a more lower slung vehicle. So if you have issues or difficulties getting in and out of a low slung vehicle, that's something else to consider. And some of the other cons that I'm pretty sure most people are aware of is going to be with the rear seats. It is pretty cramped. Once again, at 5'11", I sit closer to the steering wheel than most people my size, but even still, I don't have a whole lot of rear legroom back there. And the trunk is just average. It's not massive, but it's not useless either. But you can fold down the rear seats 60/40, that helps. And another big pro is going to be the spare tire that Mazda includes in the trunk. I love that. That means you do not have to use run flat tires here. Other pros are going to be with its safety. So we have here the useful safety tech features as standard, like the blind spot monitoring and the rear cross traffic alert. And these Mazda 3s, they are an IIHS top safety pick, so you know that your family is going to be safe and secure in this vehicle. Another pro is going to be the exterior looks. I know it's subjective, but personally, I'm a huge fan of the way the Mazda 3 looks, especially as a hatchback. It just has an exotic quality to it, and people are taking notice of this car out on the street. Every time I get a hatchback to review, I'm always getting a lot of attention. People are checking it out. However, with the hatchback, there is one subtle con. The rear C-pillar, it can pose a bit of a blind spot, but fortunately, the side mirrors do a great job. So it's not a big deal for me, but it's just something to note. The final pro to mention is the amazing deals and discounts that can be had with these Mazdas. So since you've made it to the end of the video, here's how you can save 10% off the MSRP of a 2024 Mazda 3. You can reach out to a car broker named AutoCompanion. He is one of the largest brokers in the United States, and he has partner dealerships in the Washington, D.C. area, and they are offering some great discounts on almost every Mazda vehicle in the lineup. He's got about 10% off on the Mazda 3s, the CX-30s, CX-5s, CX-90s, etc. And that's before incentives. If you qualify for Mazda loyalty or something, you can get even more money off, and that's tremendous. Plus, AutoCompanion has a free leasing calculator, which I will have linked in the description box below. This will show you the interest rate of a lease, the residual values, and the incentives that you can get in your local zip code. And incentives stack on top of the dealer discount. Plus, Mazda does offer some pretty good lease deals, very low interest rate leases. So if you're not sure about the brand, leasing it first is a great way of getting these vehicles. And then at the end of the 3-year lease, you can just pay off the vehicle with the remaining balance and just own the car outright if you end up liking it. So I like the flexibility there with a lot of these Mazdas. Yes, leasing programs, interest rates, incentives, all of these things, they do change every month, but AutoCompanion's calculator will also update every month. And if you want to work with AutoCompanion, he does charge a broker fee, but if you sign up with my affiliate link in the description box below, he will take some money off of that broker fee. So hopefully you appreciate the knowledge, the information, and those resources. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.